It's Madden NFL 22, where division rivals will clash in the AFC West. It's the Chiefs and the reigning AFC champs. Coming up next.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call a no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Second down and 8. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go. Down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 23-yard line. This is Dillon on the counter.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Off the play fake. Boyle. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on second down. Boyle.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Boyle. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a play fake here on first down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A handoff to Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Dillon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jimmy Dillon.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught. Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 2.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off play action. Boyle. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Boyle. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
after the incompletion on first. Now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Blankenship's kick is good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal that you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. The Dolphins looking to sow
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. Boyle. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Boyle. Watkins diving. He's got it. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
7 yards the pickup there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Seventh play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Smith.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
More from L.A. in a moment.
The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball and said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for L.A.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 4th down, Boyle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.